Hey, Shalom, Kol Halor, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Chadash, the ones of the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and Shalom to others in the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully and continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing, we're going to be found in that number to be delivered. All right. So I just want to make, I was just thinking about, this upcoming election and, the things that are coming to pass. And, I just want to, speak on this, make it real brief. But these are the two candidates that you have here, right? And I'm going to say this. It doesn't matter who gets into this office. If he gets in or she, it doesn't matter. And I think you people need to start to understand and realize that. All right? Because whether or not this one gets in or that one gets in, the will and the word of the Lord will not go void, man. All right? The times that are coming because these were times that were prophesied. The bad times aren't coming because, this guy might get in the office or she might get in the office. No, the bad times are coming because they were prophesied to come. All right? And it just so happens that these are the faces of the prophecies that are coming. These are the faces that are on the mainstream media. All right? These two characters right here, they ain't gonna have no say whether or not the insurrection of the people goes down or the devil having great wrath. They ain't gonna have no say, man, because it's already programmed. The program's already been written. All right. So don't get your hopes all up talking about we hope this one gets in or we hope that one gets in. It doesn't matter who gets in. All right? This is the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that's taking place right now. This is Isaiah 45:7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. You see that? So it's the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that's taking precedence. All right? We're not phased. We have the hope for the elect. We're not remotely even phased about who's going to be in this office, man. All right? Everybody outside of this thing of ours, they're all caught up with it, man. They're caught up with the speeches. They're caught up with the rallies. All right? They're caught up in it. And they truly hope and believe that their little, measly, popularity vote is going to count. That shit ain't counting, man. And nor will it ever count. See, this system has had you people in a trick bag for years. All right? And so much so, you've been so, saturated with these lies and this deceit that you people can't even see clearly. And even if somebody tells you, let alone the prophets on the highways and byways from the head apostles on down, let alone us, but even if their scholars tell you, you still won't believe it. All right? So all these things that are done by the hand of the Lord. Everything that we're about to experience, the time of Jacob's trouble, sudden destruction, evil times, bad times, all these things are by the hand of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Now, mind you, he's going to put men in place to perform these works. But these works that are going to be done aren't going to be done by the will of these men or this woman who gets in office. All right, it's the Heavenly Father's will. And we've been telling you people this for a long time. And this is why a lot of you Israelites are going to get caught up out there, man. Because you choose not to take heed. As it says in the book of Proverbs, ye have set at naught all my counsel. All right? Amos 3:6, it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? You can look at these camps as trumpets, man. Because right now, every camp is is making a different sound. Okay? And it says, Shall there be evil in a city and the Lord have not done it? And this is what this lesson is about, man. This is of the Lord. All these things that are happening are of the Lord. People are scratching their heads saying that, oh, I can't believe the world is going the way it's going, and the country and the division and all these things. Don't you know this is all of the Lord? Don't you know the Lord is setting these divisions? Don't you know the Lord is bringing these calamities? Don't you know the Lord is causing these evils? And up and until you people understand that, you're going to be just lost. You're going to be led as sheep to the slaughter. You're going to walk right into the ditch, man. You know, in the cartoons, they used to have the ditch all laid out and they throw like a little picnic blanket over the ditch. You know, this is what Esau's doing to y'all. He's putting that little picnic blanket right over that hole, man. Y'all gonna walk right up on that bad boy and fall right in that ditch and be stuck in there. And then at these points in times, you're gonna try to call upon the name of the Lord, call upon all these names that you may have heard through your lifetime, hoping one of them stick. But it's gonna be too late then, man. It's gonna be too late. And again, I speak as a man. The Lord will do what He wants, but from the way I see it, it's going to be too late for a lot of y'all. All right. This is Corinthians 14:8. It says, for if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle? Right. And I was just talking about that, making mention about these camps, man. Each camp is like a trumpet. And each camp is blowing a certain sound. But these camps outside of Great Millstone and Great Millstone affiliates, these camps are truly blowing that trumpet of war, that trumpet of trouble. They're not blowing those sounds, man. They're blowing all kinds of, smooth things, talking about, camp revivals and, luxury homes and and unities and all this other nonsense. This shit is at the door, man. And this is why the Lord has said He's going to set up watchmen. The true watchmen are blowing that sound of trouble. All right? That sound of evil, the sound of war, the sound of battle. All right? And this is the time we're coming into, man. We're coming into the time of battle. Lately on the news, they've been talking about, all these militia groups, setting themselves up, preparing themselves for all out, civil war. And Jake is laid back, boy. Laid back, Jack. Talking all this stuff about, Camilla and how great she is and this, that, and the third. You better be careful. You better be careful, because the devil you know is worse than the devil you don't know. You at least know, they at least know Donald Trump is a devil. But if she get in there, she may bring all types of hell. And again, that's through the Spirit of the Lord. The Lord might put the Spirit on her to do something, mischievous, something devious, something beyond wicked, man. But all that being said, we of the hope for the elect, we are preparing ourselves for these battles. We are preparing ourselves for these evils. All right? We're spiritually in tune right now. Though it may not seem it, because, people don't watch all our videos. People don't, in major gatherings at the camps. So they look at us as if we're out there just blowing smoke, man. But you're going to find out real soon. All right, let me read this one again. For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself for the battle? All right, and that uncertain sound of all these other tunes, if you will, that these camps are talking about. And that great debate spirit is still looming in the air. People are more concerned about when and who are debating, where they're debating, what the topic's going to be about the debate, then whether or not if they're going to be able to sustain themselves in these violent times that are coming. As it is written, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. All right? This is what you should be worried about. This is what you should be concerned with, the wisdom and knowledge. Because the wisdom and knowledge is going to keep you stable when all hell is breaking down around you. You cats might get caught out there right in the middle at the height of your debate. You might be in some auditorium waiting and, clapping and hooting and hollering. And the Lord may say, all right, Esau, it's time to open up a can of whoop ass. All right? So you got to be ready, man. You got to be on the ready at all costs, man. Let's continue on. This is 1 Maccabees 4:17 and get right to the point. All right? Judas Maccabees was leading the charge with this. It says, and said to the people, be not greedy of the spoil, inasmuch as there is a battle before us. All right? Now, taking that point being said, don't get lax and be all off kilter because we're watching Esau society go down. A lot of you Israelites are sitting back and just chilling because you see his systems going down. You see the breakdown of the societies. But at the same time, there's still major battles before us, man. So you still got to be focused. Just because Esau Edom's kingdom going down, that don't mean now is the time to wipe your eyebrow. Whew, about time he's going down. Now's the time to get even more serious, man. Now's the time to lock in even much more, because you just don't know when these troops might start roaming these streets, when there might not be any more food, where you may not have any type of, so-called protection. So be ready, man. Speaking about these battles, that we have yet to experience any true hell here in Babylon, man. We have yet to experience it here. But the Lord has already foretold us through his servants, the prophets, about the things that are going to be coming, man. All right? And this is why we're not ignorant to all these things that are happening, that are coming down the pipe. 2 Ezra 16:40. It says, O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. All right? So there's going to be no excuse for anybody to say we didn't know. We didn't know there was a battle coming up before us. We didn't know there was hard times coming. There was tribulation coming. There was great miseries coming. We didn't know. There's going to be no reason for anybody to say that. The amount of camps that the Lord has set up on the highways and byways, and especially we here at Great Millstone and the affiliates, we all have been speaking the very same thing, man. Warning you. You leave one state, go into another state, you're gonna hear the same trumpet. You leave that state, hit another state where you see Great Millstone brothers and affiliates, you're gonna hear the same trumpet. All right? Because this is what's consistent. This is what's consistent with what the prophecies say. The things that we're doing, the things that we're prophesying, the things that we're speaking, how we're carrying ourselves. All right? It's about to become really solemn, man. It's about to be a real solemn thing that's going on, a real serious thing that's taking place. And brothers is feeling it, man. Through the spirit, brothers is feeling it. Brothers are already, our mindset is this, our spiritual is fine tuning right now. The Lord is fine tuning us. So when that first wave or whatever it is that comes down, we're going to be all right. We're going to be stable because we were prepared for it. Because we're ready and we don't have to get ready. A lot of you cats are going to try to get ready, but it's going to be too late, man. It's going to be too late. Okay, let's continue on. It's O my people, hear my word, make ye ready to the battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. All right, so that means no matter where you go, or no matter what you try to do, all right, them evils are gonna be right there, man. Them evils are gonna be right there. So don't think for 1 minute you're gonna be able to escape those evils. All right. This is the hand of the Lord. You think the hand of the Lord is slack? You think the Lord's gonna make these prophecies, speak these words, and then just be like, nah, I'm not gonna turn up the heat? Absolutely not, man. And this is why a lot of you guys out there who are professing yourselves to be, in this truth or prophets, but you men truly ain't taking this thing seriously. All right? When a man, and I said this before and I'm gonna say it again, when a man professes that once he leaves from teaching or being in, doing whatever the work it is he's doing, and shuts the door and opens the door to the house, it's a whole new life, a life outside of being involved with the truth. When a man speaks those kind of words, man, he ain't in tune, man. His spirit is not in tune. And a lot of you men are going to find that out real soon, and you're going to find it out the hard way. Your spirit is not in tune, man. Amos 5 and let me open up a little bit. Amos 5 started about 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. All right. Now, when the scripture says these evils are going to be as pilgrims upon the earth, meaning what? They're going to be everywhere. So if a man flees from a lion and a bear met him, what's that mean? No matter where you go, no matter what turn you turn on, there's going to be some evils right there. Okay? And it says, or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. All right? These are the things that the Lord has put in place. He's using the symbols of lions and bears to to get you to understand. Now, lion and bears are one of the two most ferocious animals on the planet, man. Right? So to get you to try to understand his words, he simplifies it, but he makes it simple so you can understand. You think about a lion, man. You think about walking in the jungle or in the desert or whatever, and you see that hungry ass lion sitting there. That's it. You done. All right? And by chance you flee from that lion, and you get away and you see that goddamn big grizzly bear, how hard is it going to be for you? All right? And the Lord is beautiful as he masterfully puts this together, because he got the two ferocious animals, and then he says you went into a house and leaned your hand on the wall and a serpent bit you. A much more smaller animal, right? But at the same time, how deadly it is. So all these evils that are coming, man, you're gonna have some evils that are gonna be, jaw dropping, if you will. But then you're gonna have them evils that you think, I'll be all right. That's just that. So you got to be ready on all fronts, man, on all sides. And I'll finish it off. It says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? Okay? So this is what's happening, man. The battles are ahead of us. All right? We're prophesying about these battles that are ahead of us. We're letting you know, prepare yourself. The Lord is not slack concerning his words, man. And he gonna set you right in the midst of these battles. All right? With prayer, supplication to the Lord, fasting, these are the things that you need to be doing, to keep yourself in fine tune, man. Praying without ceasing. These are those things. We of the hopeful elect, this has become a part of our life. These attributes, they have become a part of our life. It goes without saying. But to the masses out there who still think that, the prophets on the highways and byways are foolish, the guys who are wearing the garments are silly, all these camps, it's one thing that these scoffers and scorners, but they're famous for talking about these camps. You got these camps. Well, if you take the time to listen to these camps, all right, you might just stand a goddamn chance, man. And again, it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, whether you be delivered or saved or helped. But at the same time, the Lord set up his prophets to give you that warning. All right? So with that, I'm going to end it there. Lord willing, I'm going to see y'all brothers another one. I say shalom.